Are you once again helping me to film a video?
Hello again! As I mentioned in my podcast favorites video, I've been procrastinating a lot, which means I've been reading a lot. But I am happy to say that I haven't been buying that many books. This is why I'm making a January book haul in February. But without further ado, let's look at some beautiful books. The first book in my haul is The Waves by Virginia Woolf. I know Woolf is a very famous author, but I have to admit I haven't read any of her books yet. And I also have to admit that I bought this book mainly because of its gorgeous cover. It is not only watercolor, which is my greatest weakness in all arts, but it is also illustrated by a Finnish person. All the vintage classic Wolf editions are illustrated by the same person. They are all so gorgeous. I had to control myself not to buy all of them at the same time. But at least I have The Waves now. And I would give you a summary of this book, but I seriously do not have any idea what it is about. Kahvi? Do not yell, please. The next gorgeous book on my haul is The Muse by Jessie Burton. Jessie Burton is very well known from her last novel, The Miniaturist. But again, I also have to admit I haven't read it. And don't get me wrong, I tried to read it, but it just didn't capture my interest. And I hate leaving books unread, especially if I have started them. But as I said, it didn't capture my interest, so I just dropped it. But The Muse happens in the world of art, and you know how much I love art. I'm hoping this will be kind of like The Improbability of Love. I liked that book, but this one seems even better. I like reading about art, especially in a fictional setting. Yes, sure, I loved art history in school, but when I read about art in a fictional novel, I feel like I know something more that some readers do not know. And I hope this book will be the next Improbability of Love for me. And the cover is gorgeous. I think this book haul has a theme. The next book is kind of an odd one, and it is The Little Book of Huguet by Make Viking. Viking? I bought this book very spontaneously. And I mean, I usually always buy my books very spontaneously, but usually I also know even a little bit about that book. But this one, it only captured my eye because of its gorgeous cover. And I had some extra money on me, so I bought it. So apparently it is some sort of self-help book or lifestyle book. The Danish Way to Live Well. Denmark is very well known for being the happiest country on earth. And I'm pretty sure that Huguet is like a Danish word for that. Like, why are they so happy? Why are they so content with their lives? I'm pretty sure this book is all about that. But apart from the beautiful cover, it is also very beautiful on the inside. Whoever designed this book really knew what they were doing. The last two books dwell both into the world of herbalism and flowers and nature. And the first one of those is The Language of Flowers by Mandy Kirkby. This book may or may not have been recommended me by my one true love, Marcia. I'm not sure if I'm more ashamed or proud of that. But she is my one true celebrity crush, so you know how it is. But this book, we were talking about the book. This book is kind of an encyclopedia about the meaning of flowers. For instance, dahlia means dignity, and ivy means fidelity. And of each flower there is a few pages of descriptions that go more in depth about the mythology or the history of that flower. There is also an emotional dictionary behind this book For instance, if you want to make a declaration of love, you should use a tulip. Or if you want to prove your faith in someone, you should give them a passion flower. What the fuck is a passion flower? Or for instance, cactus flower means ardent love. This is both interesting and funny. How ridiculous are we humans, really? And last, but definitely not least, on my January book haul is the Herbarium. And the name of the book really tells it all. It is a modern herbarium. I have no idea who has written it. It doesn't say it on the cover. Wait a fucking second. It was written by Cass Hildebrand. Okay, so as I said, it is a modern herbarium, which basically means it has a bunch of descriptions and uses and information about a bunch of herbs. And this book is so goddamn gorgeous. Every herb is illustrated in a very simple and modern way. This kind of design is my favorite kind of design. Simple and cute and very, very aesthetically pleasing. So I believe this book is an essential in every modern witch's kitchen. And that was it! I hope you enjoyed this January book haul, even though it was a little bit late. Gabi, what the fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ, cat. It is underneath my sofa and I have no idea what it's doing in there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye! How much Sailor Moon is too much Sailor Moon? Okay, it's not only Sailor Moon things, because I love the moon anyways. I literally have a tattoo of a moon, so it's not only a nerd thing, okay? Or it is very much a nerd thing, because it's space, you know. Yeah.